going on YouTube? I wanted to make a video about how I book my loads and stuff like that. Um, I don't know if y'all familiar with the jbhunt app, but this is like the home screen. I did a load after the funeral. I was at a funeral on Monday, so I got a load Tuesday coming out of Chesapeake, going to Minersville, PA, and that's what this is right here. Now, the 596 I filled up in Virginia. So this is the diesel I bought. The 49 is the DEF that I bought. The 189.50 is what I got paid for the load after jbhunt took the 35%. And the 185 is the 100% of the fuel surcharge. I forgot why I got missing document because I uploaded all my bills. I gotta figure out which one is missing. 1VH. Amsterdam, New York. I didn't even do that load. I haven't taken them off me, so I don't even know why I'm missing it. Why they got it as delivered. I don't know what that's about, but I might have to call them about that. All right. Where are my loads? I currently have 2 loads already booked. One for Monday, leaving from Berwick, going to Martinsville, West Virginia. That picks up on the 16th, deliver on the 16th. That load pays me $15.96. And then I have a load coming back that picks up in Virginia, and it's going to Warminster, PA, brings you right back home, and that delivers on the 17th. It's a Target to a Supreme. So it's probably a bunch of Target returns going to a liquidator. They're probably going to try to get rid of. So I need to see if I can find me a load for tomorrow, because I was on it today. I was on here earlier, and I really couldn't find anything. So I'm going to see if I can find something for tomorrow, because the pay period ends Saturday at midnight. So if I do whatever loads I do between now and Saturday midnight, I get paid for next week. So you could either just hit the cursor right here for current location, or you could just type in where you are. I'm going to do a deadhead of, I usually do around 300 miles. And my appointment, let's see. Now, right now, the loadboard is glitched, so you can't do the exact day. You have to do a day after to see the day before, if that makes any sense. So if I want to see Thursday's loads, which is the 12th, I actually have to click the 13th to the 14th. So I would see Wednesday and Thursday's loads. All right, so tomorrow's the 12th. So let's see, we got something coming out of Delaware, going to Texas. Nah, not going to New York, going to Illinois, no. Cumberland, Maryland. Virginia. Like, most of the loads on here are absolute garbage, as you can tell. Because they're really not paying you anything to go anywhere. Especially like when you're going into Texas. It's not really anything. It's a line haul is $22.40. And then you got to take, jbhunt takes 35% out of that. But you get 100% of the fuel surcharge. So it's like $2.25 a mile. After I get paid, it probably like a $1.50, if that. So that's not worth it for basically 3 days of work. Well, it's a 0155, which means I can actually deliver this early. So if I can get it on the 14th and deliver it, but still, for 2 days of work, it's not really worth it. And plus, coming out of Texas is a little dead right now. Newville and New Stanton. Now, there's a good load, 140 miles. The only problem with this, never mind. Pick it up at 1 p.m. It's a 00 to 55, which means I have to pick it up by midnight that day. Only problem is there's a strict appointment window at 10 p.m. on a delivery, which actually turns this 1 day load into a two-day load, because the delivery's not till 10 p.m. So that's basically going to take up all day. So that 9:34, you break that down, you probably making $400 a day, and that ain't enough to do nothing. So that's going to sit right there. I don't know why they just didn't make that pick up and deliver same day. You could have did that in a couple hours, which would have been perfect, but nothing's perfect, as they say. This one isn't bad. Windsor, Virginia to Breckensville, PA. It only weighs 8,000 pounds, light as hell. That's for somebody in that area, because I don't know if I want to deadhead that far. This Newville, this was a pretty good load, but for some apparent reason, they want you to hold on to this load for 6 days. Like, it's not going that far. It's literally going 195 miles, but yet you got to pick it up on the 12th and hold on to it all the way to the 18th, which makes absolutely no sense. I don't know how they're going to get that delivered, but good luck. Most likely that's going to be up here for the next couple of days, and just going to keep being reposted till it probably gets closer to the 18th and somebody will take it. So if anybody wants me to do a load board video showing like their particular city or state, just post in the comments below, and I'll make that video as soon as I can. Fort Washington, PA, Palmetto, Georgia, 794 miles, paying $2,200. Now, if I had to get down to south, if I needed to get down to the south, I'll probably take something like this just to get down there, because Georgia actually has some nice paying. Oh, never mind. Not for that weight. 44,000 pounds? Yeah, okay. You talking about burning up all the fuel. How much fuel surcharge is that? $4.77? Yeah, you're going to use about all that. Because some of the times, if you look at the fuel surcharge, you're not going to burn that much diesel. So some of the fuel surcharge you actually get to keep. Because you're not going to, depending on, your truck and how fast you drive, if there's a lot of hills, if it's flat or whatever, sometimes you can get away with keeping some of that fuel surcharge, which basically adds more money to your bottom line. Let's see. So right now, there's basically nothing for me for the next 2 days that I see. Usually from up here where I am in Philadelphia, I try to run out of Aberdeen, Maryland. Has some nice loads. They go like the Cranberry, New Jersey, and back. Aberdeen has some nice loads. Cranberry, New Jersey has some nice loads. If you go up to like Connecticut, they got some nice loads coming out. So I either go through the app like this, or I like this one a little better. This is the internet browser app, and this one shows you basically the whole map of the U.S. and all the loads all the total number of loads on a load board for today, and everything's listed by state over here on the left, and that's all in alphabetical order. Or you can just click on your particular state to see what loads are in that area. So in my little tri-state area, I usually start off in Delaware. And let's see, they only got one. There's no line haul, so you're going to have to call for that to see what the line haul rate is. But that's going all the way down to Texas. And it's 43,000 pounds. That's a heavy load. What else we got? I'm going to try Maryland. See what Maryland got. Let's see, nothing really worth paying nothing. You got Cumberland going to West Point, that's $3.29 a mile. And Hanover going to Salisbury, which is $3.29 a mile. Other than that, it's all trash. Everything's $2.50, $2.30. Like nothing's really worth it on there. And plus, a lot of the Aberdeen loads and stuff like that, they pop up like last minute. Like they might pop up like the next 5-10 minutes for first thing tomorrow morning, and those loads go very quick. Like if you're not quick with it, by the time you get to go click on it, somebody else done booked it. You got to move real fast. Like I'm a little new, but I did a little bit of homework, so you can book a load, and if you don't want it, you could just message your CC, and they'll take the load off you, as long as it's within 24 hours. So say I look at a load, and it's paying real good, I will hurry up and book it, and then I'll sit back and I go over all the details. And if it's good, I'll keep it. If not, then I just message my CC like, look, can you take this load off? Take this load off. Me give them a load number, and just tell them like, I can't make the pickup time or the delivery time or what have you. And they're usually pretty good at taking it off. Now, if you do it after the 24-hour mark, you will get hit with a service failure. You're allowed 4 service failures in 6 months, which is a lot. So, but if you get too many service failures, they will let you go. All right, let's see what we got going on in Jersey. All right, Jersey City going to California, no line haul. Here's Cranberry. It's going to Texas. It's $2.31 a mile. Now, when you see over there in the notes, it usually tells you it's like hazmat or something. This OTIF means it's not a jbhunt load. It's like a brokered load. So those loads, they usually tend to pay a little more, but not this one. What else we got? There's no way I'm going to California for $4,000. That's not going to work either. All right, Jersey's not going to work. All right, let's see what we got going on in PA. All right. Now, I could filter this. If I just tap on pickup date, it will put all my dates in order. So tomorrow's the 12th. So we got 2 loads. One going to Kansas. And there's that load again going pick up on the 12th, don't deliver to the 18th, which we're not going to take. So, and the Kansas is only paying $1.98 a mile. I mean, I'm sure y'all seen plenty of videos on YouTube, and everybody keeps telling you don't come to jbhunt because the rates are trash. The rates are trash everywhere. But this is just showing you how trash they really are. Like, the crazy part about it is right now, if you want to make money, you basically got to do short hauls. That's the only way you're going to make money. So if I take this rate per mile, the blue box, and click it twice, it will show, hold on, do that again. It should put the highest rate at the top. So right now, it's that load that you got to hold on to for almost a week. Then the next one is Bloomsburg to Smyrna. Now that's a very, very short trip, $694. It's only 165 miles. You'd be able to do that in like, 4 hours? Let's see, about 3.5. 3 hours, somewhere around there. So loads like that, I could do 2. You could be able to do 2 in a day. Because you could pick that up, deliver it, and then find something else real quick coming out of Delaware, out of Smyrna. But it's not too many things coming out of Delaware right now, so you're probably going to have to deadhead out. Either just, if I'm coming back home, I just did, like, that'd be a quick little day run for me. If there's nothing else was on the board, I'll just pick that up, go drop it, pick it up, deliver real fast, and come back, and the sun still be up. Because Bloomsburg's not that far from me, it's about 2 hours. Then 165 miles to the drop-off, then Smyrna's like an hour and a half from me. Most likely it's going to a Walmart, because I've been there before. The next one, we got $4.50 a mile from Shoemakersville to Pittsburgh. That's not bad because it's taking you closer to the Midwest. And why I say that is, if I go back, if you see Indiana has 48 loads on the board. Ohio has 54 loads on the board. Illinois, 65 loads on the board. Like those, all the loads are in the Midwest. You go to the Midwest, I mean, unless you want to go to California, but The Midwest is basically where everything is. Let's try Illinois. Let's see what we got. Let's do line haul. All right, so you got, not really what, they got a lot of loads. Only problem is a lot of their loads, well, I can't really say that. There's a couple of loads paying over 350 a mile. A lot of loads over paying 350 a mile. So let's do rate per mile. So the highest paying load right now is paying $5.32 a mile to go 298 miles, going from Illinois to Michigan. Then you got Illinois to Indiana, and then you stay right there in the Midwest, and you just keep bouncing back and forth, or just bounce between Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, and you could just do a week, do your 5-6 days there, then come home and do your 34, or you could just stay out there and just work, because this is where all the loads are at, and this is where all the loads is paying $3.50 or more at also, because everything here is paying over $3 a mile. And right now in this market, that's probably the best you gonna get right now is it's $3 a mile and up. Because anything under that, you're not really making any money. And right now they got a lot of loads paying over $3 a mile. Because at $3 a mile, like I have an SFI truck. After SFI takes all the money, I pay $12.54 a week. And jbhunt takes like $300 because they started this new thing with the tolls. They used to charge you $100 a week for tolls, be unlimited tolls. But they stopped that because all the guys that run the Northeast was running so many tolls that they were losing money. So now the older drivers were grandfathered in. The new drivers like myself that just got hired, we have to pay our own tolls. jbhunt no longer covers our tolls. So I have to pay all my tolls out of pocket. So now it's like I have to be careful where I run because now I got to pay tolls. Like just running, from here like to upstate New York and back is going to cost me like $270 in tolls. Like that's a lot. After jbhunt takes their 35, I got to pay $270 in tolls plus fuel. It's like it's not even worth it. So they said the only way around that is if I moved. And they talking about south of like in the Carolinas, where there's basically no tolls at. Like I would have to go down there, get a driver's license, give it to jbhunt, and then they would give me a prepaid toll where they pay all the tolls, where they charge a flat rate of $100, and it used to be $100, it's now $175 a week. I would love to pay $175 a week flat rate, and I could run up north all I want. So I'm gonna have to look into that because having to pay my own tolls just ain't it. Like I said, if anybody wants to see a particular state, they want me to do a particular state, just let me know in the comments and I'll do one for you. Virginia, Lynchburg to Michigan, nah. Fredericksburg, North Carolina, that's not bad. Oof, that joint is heavy, 44,000 pounds. Sheesh. It's like the heavier the load, the cheaper the rate. Lynchburg to Ohio, I would take something like that, 371 just to get over there to the Midwest. There's another Lynchburg to Ohio. Like those, I wouldn't mind taking. And if you could tell by some of these numbers, you know what states to stay away from. Like Arkansas, Colorado, Delaware, Iowa, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Michigan, Missouri, Mississippi. It's just some of those places had Oklahoma. They ain't got no loads. Utah got one load. Washington, same thing. I know a guy here. That's all he runs is like West Coast. He stays over there like on the California side. Let's see what they got going on over there since he likes being over there so much. Yeah. Shit, it ain't that much better over there. It look worse. You ain't got but 1, 2, 3, like 4 or 5 loads paying over $3 a mile. Out of what? 43 loads. And that's it. And everybody said California was paying. Where the money at? Because I can't tell. It ain't there. It definitely ain't there. So if I was stuck in California, and look, there's a nice, the loads that's paying good is going to places where you can't get out of. Like this one down here, Paris, California, going to Aurora, Colorado. It's paying $4.53 a mile. It's paying nice. You're going to make well over down there close to about $4,500. But guess what? You're going to go to Colorado and be stuck. You're going to dead it out somewhere. The crazy part about it is, I would take it. Because I would just deadhead. Let's see. If we did do that, where would we go? What's our surrounding states? We got Utah, New Mexico, Wyoming, Nebraska, Kansas. Let's see what we got. Let's see. What Kansas got? Okay. Hey, we just dead it out of Colorado and go to Kansas. And now we can find some loads. We can work our way back home. Let's see. So we'll go to from California to Colorado. And we're deadhead from Colorado to Kansas City. And where are we going to go from there? We can go... Looks like the only one that really makes sense. 325, that's a heavy load. That's 44,000 pounds. That's a lot to take. 1,000 miles. We could try to get to Illinois for $3.04 a mile just to get out of there. So we could take that, go to Topeka, to Bridgeview, Illinois. That's paying 13. That's paying almost 1,700. And they take out their little money, so that's not bad. That load only weighs 8,900 pounds. And we get up to Illinois. Let's see what Illinois got. Let's see what we can get from Illinois back to where we need to get. See that? I would take that Illinois to Cranberry, New Jersey, right here. Right at the top. Illinois to Cranberry, New Jersey, paying $3.46 a mile. Or I can take South Elgin to Oakdale, PA, paying $3.74 a mile. But I'll take the Cranberry, because Cranberry is only an hour from me. Oakdale's a little further. And I'll take that. And that wouldn't be a bad week. You talking about 4, 5, 6, 7. You talking about almost 9,000 for the week. And you figure jbhunt. You figure jbhunt take their little couple dollars and a truck note, stuff like that. I guess, and fuel, I'll still be able to bring home about $4 or $5 grand, which ain't a bad week. So, all right, what else we got? All right, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Help build the channel. And like I said before, if you want me to do a certain video, just let me know in the comments, and I'll get around to doing it as soon as I can. If I get I'm about to post this in a few minutes, so if somebody puts some states on here today, I'll do another video today while I'm sitting at home, because there's no loads out there for me to do today, so I got rested today, and hopefully I find something for tomorrow. I'll just keep looking on here tonight A lot of stuff pops up in the middle of the night, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I just set my alarm, wake up, roll over, and scroll, see what I could find. So, but thank you for watching. Y'all have a good night.